Shalom family, and welcome to Just a Word. This is the first in our series of vlogging videos. We have decided to start vlogging so that we can give you much more content and to keep putting out more videos out there so that our followers can be edified. So we are looking at a different topic each day. Might be a single verse or a few words, and expound on those topics using precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little, and no doubt it will bring out the truth of Scripture. All right, and today we are looking at Yirmiyahu, Jeremiah 51, verse 7, which says, Babylon hath been a golden cup in Yahuwah's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. And so we are looking at what does it mean by Babylon hath been a golden cup in Yahuwah's hand. What does that mean? What does that mean? Now we know a cup, we drink from a cup, right? And a golden cup refers to a precious cup, all right? Now when you drink from a cup, you can either get something that is good or something that is bad. You can get something too strong and get you drunken, or you can drink water and water is good for you. But we notice in this verse, an understanding of this verse is going to show a whole lot. Just stay with me and you'll see what this verse brings out, all right? Yes, so Babylon hath been a golden cup in Yahuwah's hand. Notice it said, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. So if it is a golden cup in Yahuwah's hand, it is Yahuwah who has made the nations drunk. So why would Yahuwah want the nations to be drunk? Because if you're drunk, you have no idea of what you're saying, you cannot think straight, you cannot think properly, you are not really led by rational thinking, all right? So why would Yahuwah want to do that to the nations and not to Israel? Why would he want to do that to the nations? Very important. So we look at another instance in which this golden cup is referred to Babylon, and we will get a little more understanding of it in Revelation 17 verse 3. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color. Of course, this woman is referring to the Roman Catholic Church, all right? Religious arm of Babylon. Arrayed in purple, I think it's the bishops of the Catholics wear purple, and their cardinals wear scarlet, I think, or it's the other way around. All right, and decked with gold and precious stones, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. Having a golden cup in her hand, and that golden cup is the golden cup of Yahuwah. Babylon hath been a golden cup in Yahuwah's hand, and that golden cup is full of what? It is full of the names, abominations, and filthiness of her fornication. So Yahuwah gave them that cup to give to the nations, to be filled with abominations, to make them abominable. Alright, so the Most High is making them abominable. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. Right, so this is the Catholic Church, and the Most High has given them the golden cup, the cup in their hand, in order to make the nations drunken, to make the nations mad. In other words, the Most High has given the nations what will take them away from Him, that will lead them into confusion so they cannot understand Him. All right? If you think about the Most High as the God that you know in Christianity, it's not going to match up. This is Yahuwah Sabaoth, the Elohim of Israel, the one who is in the Bible. This is he. All right? And the reason it does this to these nations is because Israel is his chosen and set apart. And he wants no lot nor part with the other nations. He has only allowed Israel to come close to him. And for a precept for that, we go to the book of Jubilees. All right? Matching verses in the book of Jubilees that explains this even more. Jubilees 15, verse 30 to 32. Because we here at Just a Word, we do not listen to the Gentiles who tell you that you must not read this book and that book, because we have found that when you read this book and that book that they said you must not read, you are going to get more understanding than if you didn't read them. All right? The reason they don't want you to read them because they want to trap you in their religion called Christianity. All right? So if you read these books, then Christianity will be proven to be a fallacy. And not only that, you'll get so much understanding that they cannot brainwash you or cannot keep you under their spiritual, what would you call it now? Under bondage. All right? Jubilees 15:30 says, "For Ishmael and his sons and his brothers and Esau, Yahuwah did not cause to approach him. And he chose them not because they are the children of Abraham, because he knew them, but he chose Israel to be his people. This is why he has led the nations away. Only Israel wants to get close to him." Listen this, verse 31. "And he sanctified it and gathered it from amongst all the children of men. For there are many nations and many peoples, and all are his. And over all hath he placed spirits in authority to lead them astray from him." So over all men, except the children of Israel, we shall see, he set spirits over them to lead them astray from him. That is why Babylon is a golden cup in Yahuwah's hand to make the nations mad, to make the nations drunken so they can be mad. Because he does not want the other nations to come close to him. The next verse, verse 32. "But over Israel he did not appoint any angel or spirit." You see that? He appointed the spirits for the other nations to be led astray. But over Israel he hath not appointed any spirits. Let's see what he does. "For he alone is their ruler, and he will preserve them and require them at the hand of his angels and his spirits, and at the hand of all his powers, in order that he may preserve them and bless them, and that they may be his, and he may be theirs from henceforth forever." So you see that? That is why Babylon is a golden cup in Yahuwah's hand. Right? Yahuwah has given us Babylon to make the nations mad. Alright? And he has given us Mystery Babylon the Great, the Roman Catholic Church, in order to mislead the nations away from him. Alright? He has appointed spirits in order to lead them away from him. But what does he say to the children of Israel? Because we know that the children of Israel are now in bondage, in captivity, scattered over the four corners of the earth. What does he say to the children of Israel? Because remember, he has put the golden cup in Babylon's hand so that the nations can be mad. But for the children of Israel, in Jeremiah 51:5, he gives them a warning. He tells them to flee Babylon, because Babylon is going to be destroyed for what she had done. Alright? In verse 4, verse 5, Jeremiah 51, "For Israel hath not been forsaken, nor Judah or of his YAHUAH'S." So even though we are in captivity, we are not forsaken. That's what he's telling us. He's not going to forsake you, so don't worry about it. "For Israel hath not been forsaken, nor Judah of his YAHUAH'S, of Yahuwah Sabaoth. though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel. So though your land is filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel, and the Holy One of Israel has put you into captivity, don't worry yourself, he will not forsake you. Verse 6, flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. So, for the children of Israel, his advice is to flee Babylon. For the rest of the nations, stay in Babylon, and get drunk, and get mad, and be filthy and abominable. But for the children of Israel, flee out of the midst of Babylon. You Christians saying this foolishness that it doesn't matter who you are. It does matter. It is all about who you are. And when you get to the understanding of it, you will see. The deeper and deeper you go, the more and more you see how important it is that you're an Israelite. How important it is who you are. Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of Yahuwah's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. So Babylon will be recompensed for what she had done. The nations are to get drunk and to get mad, but the children of Israel are to flee out of the midst of Babylon. Alright? And why? What does the Most High have against the nations? Psalms 96 verse 5, it says, all the gods of the nations are idols, but Yahuwah made the heavens. Alright? They are idolaters. Likewise, 1 Corinthians 10 verse 20 tells you that the things that the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice unto devils and not to Yahuwah. Alright? So that is why he leads them astray. Alright? Israel is his elect. He has elected one nation, and the rest of the nations on the earth are nothing to him. You're not going to learn this in Christianity. One nation he chose, and the rest of the nations mean Isaiah 40 verse 17. All nations before him are as nothing, and they are counted to him less than nothing and vanity. That is why Babylon is a golden cup in Yahuwah's hand. Lead them astray. They don't mean anything to me. They are nothing. They are as nothing. And they came and gave you this lie called Christianity, telling you that everybody is equal and nobody is better than anybody. And we are all equal before him. Then they tell us that we are all equal before him, and then they are racist, fighting against us because of the color of our skins, fighting against us because we are Israelite. Alright? It does matter who you are. Alright? Because we are the chosen, set-apart people of the Most High, formed by him, created by him to be special above all people that are upon the face of the earth. And the rest of the people on this earth, he considers them to be nothing. That is why Babylon is a golden cup in Yahuwah's hand. He has used Babylon to lead them astray from him, to bring them into their destruction. But they are used in the interim, in the meantime, to get us, the children of Israel, closer to him. Because they are who he uses to try us, to test us, to punish us, to do everything for us, so that in the end, the children of Israel, the Most High will have mercy on them. As it says in Isaiah 14 verse 1, he will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel. That is what it's all about. Babylon, the golden cup in Yahuwah's hand, to bring all you nations and to get all you nations to be mad. It's all about us. It's all about the children of Israel. All right? So, this is the first in our short videos looking at some short topics to bring out some truths that are not there, some truths that cannot be revealed unless you move precept upon precept upon precept. All right? So I hope this edified you, and we'll continue to bring out these short videos so as to bring out the understanding, true understanding of Scripture. It's all about the children of Israel. It does matter who you are. All right? Shalom. Until next time, this is YAHUAH'S for Just a Word. JustAWord.org is our website address. So please subscribe to our channel, and you will get more in this series. All right? Okay. Shalom.